Hey guys, it's Megan from Vigilante Vibes, and I want to discuss episode 7 of Daredevil Born Again that released last night. I'm still kind of reeling from it. So much happened, and some that I just did not like that happened, but also some that I did like. Um, I guess the biggest thing is that the identity of Muse was revealed. I did not like that one bit. I was hoping they wouldn't give him an identity, as in the comics. Marvel Comics has always made him such a mystery of a character. At this time, they gave him the identity of dweeby white kid who clearly has parent issues and the hots for his therapist. So, didn't like that. I'm not upset he died. I am upset that he only got like 2 episodes because he was so publicized. They made such a big deal of him in the promotions and the trailers and all of that. So it's like, why would you do that? Why? Why? You could have let him be on the run for an episode or two just to like build up that suspense. But I feel like it felt so anticlimactic the way it happened because like just last episode, you just had a fight with Daredevil, which that fight kicked this fight's ass, honestly. But I just wish they would have given it a little more time. I understand there's like 2 episodes left, but that could have been an episode 8 thing. I'm not upset he died because he has died in the comics. I think it was Blind Spot that killed him. I think so. I think so. When he is possessed by the beast of the hand. Yeah, I'm right. All right. I hope. But I wish they would have handled it differently. I also would have liked if he didn't die at all and he just like got away and we didn't see him for like a whole season and he was just that thing in the back of Matt Murdock's mind that was slowly driving him insane because he couldn't find him. I would have liked that a lot. I actually really liked that a lot. But no. I wish they didn't give him an identity. I find him so much less terrifying knowing who he is. He was a creepy little thing to be honest with you, but I feel like he was genuinely terrifying when we didn't know a name, when we didn't know anything about him, his parent history, his past history, all of it. That's just me. I just wish it was handled differently. But also, like, did anyone else think that Heather Glenn was like done? Like done? Because I did. Then she was in the hospital and I was like, damn, dude. And I like her character, but I feel like it would have added a lot of depth, I guess. But then it's like, then who would Matt have if she died? Just like the people from work, I guess, but that's it. I'm conflicted on that, but I do like her character. Shout out to Heather Glenn because this poor girl was trying to bring the trauma out of Matt Murdock when he said he feels like all of this relationship is fake, like nothing feels real to him. And this poor girl is just like, no, you just have trauma. And it's like, girl, we are going to need so much longer than 1 episode to get into this man's trauma. Don't do that. But I get it. It was interesting. The actress, she's from one of my favorite shows. She's from Revenge. Who plays Heather Glenn. She did such a phenomenal job acting. Like, you could really feel how terrified she was. That was fantastic. I loved every second of that. But besides all that, we saw quite a bit, namely from Kingpin, who found out Daredevil was back. Like within the first scene, he found out Daredevil was back. And it's so funny how big a space Matt Murdock is in this man's brain rent free. Because he says, oh, Muse is dead. Oh, Heather Glenn, your psychiatrist got got hurt. And he's just like, oh yeah. So Daredevil's back. Like that's so funny to me. So besides all of that happening, like it was a packed episode, to be honest with you. Like so much happened that I'm still kind of reeling from it. Kingpin was such a mess in all ways. And he should be, because the guy who took down his entire operation that took 10 years to build is back. He is back. And he is pissed about it. His anti-vigilante task force knows that he is pissed about it. There's a lot going on. Something it's interesting to me that, like, I guess it might be a plot hole. I don't really know. Or I'm just overthinking it. It's that Heather Glenn is the one that shot Muse. She said, I killed him. But Wilson Fisk told Cole North, like, you guys did it. No one else was here. So what happens when she says, no, I did it? It's like, are we going to catch you in that lie? Or am I overthinking it like I have this entire season? Probably that. That's okay, though. It was a good episode. I genuinely liked the episode, but I was so annoyed at the end of it. But also intrigued because there's the whole thing with Luca and Vanessa and Fisk. Vanessa met up with Luca, told him he had to pay what he owed. Luca said, it's time for a change. And she says, are you asking me, or are you asking for help, or are you asking for permission? And he said, it's up to you. So you would assume that they got together and put this little plan to take out Wilson Fisk. But it was a trap. And Buck shot Luca, which confirmed Buck is Bullet from the comics. I'll be honest, I never really thought too much about Buck. All he is not Wesley to me. So not Wesley killed Luca. Obviously, he was waiting for him. But it begs the question, did Fisk know that Vanessa put together a plan to get him killed? Or did Vanessa clue him in and say, this is what he's going to do, this is when it's going to happen? Because how would she know he was alone unless he said something? But also, she was wrong. He was not alone. Also, Luca, you're dumb. Why would you think Wilson Fisk would just be eating in a restaurant by himself with, like, no backup? Get it together. I guess you can't now because you're dead. But something interesting about that restaurant, the Baymont restaurant, that's actually a real restaurant. It's one of the oldest restaurants in New York City, and it has so many ties to the mob and to the five families and all that. So I thought that was pretty cool that they used that. In this episode, there wasn't many Easter eggs. There were a few, like Matt Murdock wearing the crucifix in the shower, which was a great scene. Very well done. God bless you guys for doing that for us. For me, actually. He was wearing the crucifix, which I think is the crucifix his mom gave him in season 3 of Daredevil. So I thought that was kind of cool. But there really wasn't much to go on. I guess because, the whole Muse thing and his identity, I guess that overshadowed a lot. But they didn't have to do that. They didn't have to give him an identity. I'm never going to get over that. But it just feels so wasted. I feel like we could have at least got a season, an episode more of him. There was just a lot to work with him. But that's all right. It was still a banger of an episode. We still got to see some great fighting from Daredevil. Heather Glenn, amazing performance. Wilson Fisk, he's getting crazier and crazier back into the Kingpin lifestyle. I like that a lot. Vanessa, you shady bitch. What are you? I don't even know what to make of her. But God, I love her. I love a boss bitch. But anyways, so that's my review. It was kind of all over the place, but I'm like really tired today. So what can you do? Let me know in the comments what you guys thought of this episode. Did you like it? Did you hate it? What would you have done differently? Did you like how Muse was handled? Most would say probably not. But, like, to be fair, he was always going to be the secondary villain. I guess we were led to believe that Fisk was the main villain, who Fisk is growing more and more into his villainous ways, getting back into the era of Kingpin. So, like, I get it, but I would have handled it differently. That's all. But I guess, spoiled fandom. What can you do? So, like I said, let me know in the comments what you guys thought. Be sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss any more of these random reviews or any of my character breakdowns or any of my incredible guests that come on my show. So do all that and have a marvelous day.